Word has it that Caleb Plant and David Benavidez have come to an agreement to face each other early 2023. This is a fight for the super middleweight division that people would like to see. Let's talk about it. If this be what kicks off 2023 between contending fighters in the same division, let us enjoy. Word is out that Caleb Plant and David Benavidez Jr. have decided to fight one another. This is something that has been worked out between the two camps, but there's no official date set at this time. But 2022 isn't done yet, so it is something to look forward to if the two gentlemen have agreed to face one another. They have been circling one another for the past 3 to 4 years in the 168-pound division, going back to when Benavidez held a WBC super middleweight title, and as Caleb Plant had been working in the division with the IBF super middleweight title. These two men are definitely class of the division, and as we look toward quality fights going into 2023, their names are at the top of the list for possibly facing one another in the division. This is what we ask of for the sport, because at this time, the best that the boxing world has to offer are just not getting it done in the men's division of boxing. The women have set the world on fire with their competitive, aggressive nature toward being the best in the sport. Plant, who's coming off of a battle against Canelo Alvarez in a year ago in 2021, has recently taken on Anthony Durrell back in October, and he stopped Durrell in the 9th round with a tremendous left hook, a one-punch knockout, the type of knockout that people were wondering if Sweet Hands actually had it in them to get something like that done against the hierarchy of the division. One of the things that I wanted to take note of is the fact that if these two men do face one another, there is something that a lot of people may not be looking at, and it's something that is simple as the tail of the tape. Right now, at the age of 30, Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant, has a record of 22-1 with 13 KOs. He stands 6'1" and has a 74.5-inch reach. That's right, a 74.5-inch reach. Now, Benavidez stands 6'1" and has a 74.5-inch reach. And the interesting thing about both men, Benavidez, with his record of 26-0 and 23 KOs, is typically bigger and stronger than his opponents. Caleb is the same size. And after witnessing his performance against Darrell, that 22-1 with 13 KOs may change going forward. He has a new trainer in Breadman who has worked with fighters and brought the best out of the men that he's worked with. Sometimes all you need is a new pair of shoes. Caleb can box. We all can attest and agree to that. And that moniker of Sweet Hands is a description of how he paints the canvas with his offense. He's very slick. He has good lateral movement. Sometimes people have questioned his stamina. However, this is the most important factor. If he's going to go up against Benavidez, Benavidez is not going to have a size advantage here. If he weighs more after the weigh-in, it's really due to being undisciplined. And we know already he has shown signs of that. So, when you consider straight out of the gate who you look at with the prowess that they bring to the ring and the advantages over disadvantages, you have to look at Caleb Plant and say, coming out of his last fight, the way he handled Darrell, he's ready for more. Now, Benavidez's last fight saw him with a third round TKO stoppage of David Lemieux, who was a little bit longer in the tooth and at a sizable disadvantage in weight and length. I am concerned about Benavidez and what he can actually accomplish. There seems to be a lot of raw talent there, but having lost the title on the scale and being stripped of the title in a different circumstance, you have to wonder how much he really wants this. Some fighters are in it for the money. And he lost a great deal of discipline early on. But he is still only 25 years old. Sometimes it takes a minute for a lesson to kick in for professional fighters. Caleb has a new baby in his life with he and his wife. He has a lot more to shoot for with motivation behind him. The clock is ticking on him to produce and be the best, so he has no more time to muddle around. And with the way that he has performed just in his fight against Darrell, it speaks volumes about where he wants to be in the sport. For Benavidez, there's been a lot of talk behind the scenes, but not a lot of action in the ring, inside the ropes. Is he capable of doing better things? Absolutely. Is he capable of being great? I have to pause on that, because we're living in an age where it's put up or shut up. No matter what you did yesterday, it's what you do today that counts. And right now, he has to walk that line of discipline. Can he do it? We'll have to see. This is Stormy B-Man. That's all I have for you at this time. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let me know what you think about these two men finally coming together. Peace to everyone out there. Leave comments. Let's discuss it further. The fight is coming and we can't wait. Everyone remain safe and please take care of yourselves. Until the next time we speak, we out.